All right, I am live, and I'm doing things a wee little bit differently than normal. A wee little bit differently. You're going to notice a moderately different angle, and that is by design, because I am experimenting with using a secondary camera to film the stream today. We'll see what happens. It's going to be lots of footage, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so I am going to access that here. And then feel free to get those votes in. Welcome to everybody joining in. If it's your first time here, my name is Jane. I'm Princess Etch. I'm an Etch A Sketch artist. I'm going to have Professor Utonium hanging out. I almost said Professor Oak on the bottom. Hello, Soggy Bread! Welcome to everyone joining in. I'm taking a little sip of water. How was your weekend? It is Monday. How many of you are on summer break? Hello, Alora! What's up? We're doing something a wee little bit different today. Can I make this sheet of paper a little bit more? I think it's okay. Is this the... Yeah, it is. Okay, that's better. All right. Hello, hello! Lots of you on summer break. Hello, Michael. How am I? I'm good. I'm a little bit frenetic. Make sure to cast those votes in the poll that I have set up, by the way. We got 8 people who've cast a vote so far, and I want to know which Pokemon you want me to etch next. I selected 4 random ones from my decks. So I might be doing that going forward, or I might be allowing my lovely people on Discord to suggest the next Pokemon for the future. You're here earlier than usual? I'm here earlier than usual, Soggy Bread. I don't normally start my streams this early, but I wanted to get kind of back into the swing of the week. I have to sneeze one moment. One more. Okay, I guess just 2. Lots of sneezing because my office is dusty because my laptop, or my computer, kicks up all the frickin' dust in the world, and I spend a third of my life in my office, so that's how it happens. Alright, okay. Let's get to Etch A Sketch in. Keep those votes rolling in. It's looking like we only got 8 people who voted. So your votes really count right now if you haven't voted yet. In the meantime, I am going to possibly erase a drawing, but these were 2 drawings from the last stream. That one is Golden... I forgot his name. Something Gold. And then we've got Professor Utonium. That's cool, Fido. Congratulations. And, whoops. Ooh, I didn't want to hit this. That's okay. You're skipping some grades. Booster! Thank you! I remember Booster. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Okay. Let's get to it. Pikachu it. I'm gonna do final votes casting right now. I'm looking up pictures of Jinx, because Jinx is currently in the running for being the lead. Jinx, Pokemon, card. Let's see. Hello, Bear Lover, what's up? Golden Booster, it's Golden Booster. Got it. Alright, I'm looking at images of Jinx to decide which one I want to do. Oh, I like this one a lot. I think, oh, this one's nice too. I like this one more. Okay. So, I can't really mess with my setup today much, because it's gonna get a little bit kind of crowded otherwise, so I'm gonna leave things exactly how they are, and I'm about to start drawing Jinx. So thank you everybody for your votes. I'm ending the poll now, making sure that it ended on my end too. Alright, 38% of the audience voted for Jinx, so I'm gonna be Etch A Sketching Jinx today. As a reminder, if you would like to guarantee your request today, it is a $20 super chat. How am I gonna do this? I think I'm gonna start here. There we go. Hello, BC. Welcome. Welcome to everyone joining in. I could scoot the chat box over here on my computer so I can see it more easily. There we go. Jinx is funky and I love it. Yeah, Jinx is great. Jinx is a very cool Pokemon. Okay, so here we go. I think this is a good spot for it. It was very funny that they made a pre-evolved form of Jinx called Smoochum. I wonder if they'll ever make an evolved form of Jinx. But many of the Pokemon that got pre-evolutions in Gen 2 ended up getting evolutions in Gen... Let me think for a moment. Like Gen 5. Oh, shoot! I forgot to start freaking recording. Ah! Okay, I need to start over. That's okay, I was a little ambivalent about the placement, so I'm going to I'm gonna start actually right here. Okay, I really want to record this. Welcome everybody joining in. What's up, Serena? The hardest thing to draw on Etch A Sketch, Jacob? Exclamation point Mona Lisa is one of my most difficult drawings. Okay, I'm restarting because I want to record. I really want to record this one. Okay. And... recording in progress. Okay. There we go. Okay, drawing Jinx from Pokemon. Who's everyone's favorite Pokemon? Apologies for immediately erasing. I want to capture this from the beginning so I could use it for time-lapsing purposes. I'm trying to do better about actually repurposing the content that I make on streams. Okay. I'm already feeling pretty good about this drawing. Haven't seen one since you were a kid? Well, James, happy to bring you back that daily dose of nostalgia. Who am I? Daily dose of internet? That's not the case. Alright. Yours is Garchomp? That's fun. Pikachu's your fave? Can you draw Mona Lisa when you're done with that? Nope. I don't want to draw Mona Lisa. You can do exclamation point Mona Lisa to see it. Thank you, by the way, Serena, for pinging it earlier. I don't want to draw Mona Lisa again. It took me 35 hours to draw the last one, and I've drawn it multiple times. If you would like to guarantee your request today, it is a $20 super chat. I think you were trying to say Houndour, possibly, or Houndoom, Fido. I can read while drawing. Yeah, I have to look up. Whenever I look up at my reference photo, I see the chat that I popped out, and that really helps a lot. So that is how I'm able to read while I etch. Oh yeah, how was Michigan, Serena? I don't know if you're back yet. And then we've got the first of... This is Jinx, the Pokemon, for anybody wondering. You meant Houndoom? Fido, you are just rife with typos today. Haven't even seen Etch A Sketch in so long. Yeah, there are a lot of toys have come out since Etch A Sketch, so it doesn't get the same amount of love it might have gotten when it was released in 1960, you know what I mean? But it's still alive and kicking. You can still buy this in stores. And to anybody wondering what the heck am I drawing, it is the Pokemon Jinx. I'm working away on my Etch-A-Dex. You're getting your Etch A Sketch? Oh, that's awesome, Cartage! I love grass mowing videos. I watched that one guy, I don't know his name, but we all know that one lawnmower guy who posts... I'm not really into content, generally speaking, where it's like someone filming charity, but... Deborah! Deborah! Thank you for that super chat. Let me throw a like your way. That is so sweet of you. Drop a little heart for that. Show Deborah some love for showing me some love. Thank you for being the MVP of the stream so far tonight, or today. So I'm not super generally into like watching people be performatively charitable in front of others, but at least the content's so good that I don't care. It's so... I feel like he's upfront about that he's not doing it really to help people. He's doing it because their like unkempt yards are providing good content for him. So it's a win-win. And I kind of appreciate that kind of perspective a little bit more than like, I'm just such a good guy, always giving charity. No. He's making bank off of people's poorly kept yards, and I love it. I love it. And I love the honesty. I appreciate the transparency. Yeah, he asks and people are like, yeah, sure. And they're usually kind of shy about it because they're like, what's the catch? But the catch is he's making bank off the video content he makes from people's yards. And I love that. I am doing Jinx. This is true. If anybody wants to like guarantee their request, they can do so with a $20 super chat. That's the only way to guarantee that I'm going to actually request next. Otherwise, we'll evaluate once I finish Jinx. But it's gonna be a bit where I'm working on Jinx, so. I've been slowly but surely working on my Pokedex, and I'm more than halfway done now. Oops, I just hit the light. How long does it take me to make one Etch A Sketch drawing? It really depends, Wally. Exclamation point, how long? I think how long does it, well, I can't remember all my pings. If one of my moderators wants to ping iterations of how long, that will have a whole video about that subject. There we go. Thank you, Alora. How long to make? Click on that Nightbot link if you want to learn. That video will really give you a full synopsis of why it depends. Yeah. Okay, so when you're doing, you're very welcome, Wally. Happy to answer that question for you. To Jack, if you remove the space from Mona Lisa, you'll pull up the Mona Lisa video I made. I've actually Etch A Sketch Mona Lisa many times at this point. Thank you to my mods for pinging that. This is a Pokemon. This is the Pokemon Jinx. Okay, so now we're coming around this way. I think I'm actually going to stop there for now because I'll revisit that region in a little bit. And we're gonna draw one of the arms. Thank you, Deborah. You're so sweet. Fish, I can't control the way that the Pokemon Jinx is designed. And updates have been made to the Pokemon to actually reflect that. That's why Jinx is purple. So I'm working on my decks, and it just so happens that Jinx was the one that was the most voted for. So if you have any complaints, take it up with the Pokemon Company International. Thank you, Deborah. That's very sweet of you. Gonna take a little sip of water as a reminder. Make sure to hydrate, especially in this hot summer heat if you're living in the northern hemisphere. My favorite Etch A Sketch to make? I like doing Pokemon. I like doing memes. I like doing like pop culturally related stuff. Yeah, Jinx is a really cool Pokemon. I like Jinx a lot. I think Jinx is pretty neat. And what is everyone doing this week? Tell me about what anybody have any cool plans for the week? I'm going to be doing a live event, and I'm going to Baltimore PokeCon. Anyone going to Baltimore PokeCon? Anyone living near Baltimore? Because if you want to go there, you'll see me. I know tickets are still available for it, but I'm going to be attending with my friend who's running a museum there. Michigan wasn't too hot, pretty raining, but had a good time. That's awesome. That sounds very technical, Red Talon Farms. That's cool. I like that that's a very specific plan you have. There we go. We've got one hand. The hands kind of remind me of Mr. Mime. And you're gonna try rollerblading? That's fun. I tried rollerblading. I could count on one hand the number of times I rollerbladed. I did it in Chicago. It was very scary. Do not recommend for first time riding in Chicago, but it was a learning experience, so there's that. Finishing college and watching football. Very cool. You like to make outdoor mowing and tractor videos. That's super cool. Oh, I remember the name of I'm sure you've heard of SB mowing if you are in that niche of making lawn mowing videos. Doing schoolwork. Thank you, Deborah. You're very sweet. I just got back from an event in New York City, for those who don't know. I did an event at the Meta New York building. So they're like New York headquarters. I was on the 31st floor, and it was quite the experience. I had a really awesome time. Okay, there's a third spike here, and then a fourth spike. There we go. Now, for those who are wondering, I'm looking at a Pokemon card illustration to work on this drawing, and I think I should have... Let me think for a moment. This should be lower. I should start right here. So I actually made a bit of an oopsie, but I think it's okay, because there's like a line here. I think I can make it work. Oh, your son got me into your stuff. That's so cool, Deborah. Gotta wait for your son to come home from Korea. My goodness. I don't know where you're based, but it sounds like it's probably far from Korea. Fido, you're kind of spamming non sequiturs. It's hard for me to want to acknowledge your comments when you're not adding to the conversation. So try to add to the conversation if you want to be acknowledged. You've seen that channel. What he does is nice. He uses larger machinery and equipment for mowing brush and grass. That's about the same height as you. You're 5'7". You're taller than me. Wow. So you're cutting 5'7" grass. I would be terrified to go into there. That's like wildlands. That's cool though. Thank you, Edward. How do I fix mistakes etch a sketching? So if the mistakes are small, there are things I could do to kind of cover it up. That mistake right there, it's so small, most people aren't going to notice it, you know? Jinx has the best lips. I suppose so. But if the mistake is great, you know, if it's a big mistake, then unfortunately, the best thing to do is to erase. I plan to make a video about that though, because that's a frequently asked question that I feel like could really use a video. I'm so glad that I decided to stick to my guns and draw that there, because otherwise one of the arms would be too high up. So there we go. Just like so. You went to the cinema to see Inside Out 2. How was it? How many of you have seen Inside Out 2? Using a big tractor, a John Deere 5510. Yeah, it sounds like you need industrial equipment to take care of industrial problems like that. One thing that my boyfriend and I, or fiance, gotta get used to that. One thing he and I do not like doing is mowing the lawn. I am just, it's one of those tasks that's like, ugh, we gotta get around to it, you know? And I make him do it every time. I suppose it's possibly the most cliche thing between us as far as like heteronormative couple kind of thing is having the boy mow the lawn. Stop it by, it looks so good, you have such an amazing skill. Thank you, MySpace page. How many of you are first timers here? So Etch A Sketch is a toy. The left knob does horizontal lines, the right knob does vertical, and you turn both to make diagonals and curves. And if you drop, you know, 20 years of practice, then you can learn how to draw Pokemon like me. I'm gonna set up a new poll. 1 second, everybody. Just a brief little pause for a moment. I'm just looking into, how did I set this one up before? Let's see. One moment, everybody. All right, I've started up a new poll just so you're aware of the fact that you can actually like this stream. How cool is that? It's a fantastic and free way to show your support today. You get covered in dust on dry days. Oof. I bet that makes you sneeze a lot. You think this is magical? Thank you, my Wendy. I appreciate that. Hello, Frida, what's up? All right, let's make sure that this video is still videoing well. Here we go. Okay. Where is the stylus? It's up here. Okay. And I'm just gonna add a few lines to the hair. Just like so. Yay. I don't understand that reference, BZ. New stream angle unlocked. Yes! So this is because I am using a straight on angle for filming with another camera today. So, that is the reason for the secondary angle today. This is true, Satan. Yes, this is true. I am used to streaming a lot later, so I'm glad that I can be here for you earlier tonight for Germany time. And good to see you here. I remember your username. Alright, so we've added a lot of details here. And I'm gonna shade this hand. There we go. She's wearing like purple. Well, I guess her skin is purple. That's cool, you went on a school trip. So if you want to know where to buy an Etch A Sketch like this, exclamation point where to buy. These are pretty commonly available. This is known as the Pocket Etch A Sketch these days. So you can get the Pocket Etch A Sketch like all over the place. Just cleaning up the lines here. Thank you, Dawn. I appreciate it. And thank you, Flash, for pinging the where to buy link. Went to Dynamic Earth? Never heard of that. That's cool. And thank you, by the way, for liking the stream. We're at 44 likes. Can we get to the big 50 in the next 6 minutes? It's currently 5:09 p.m. here. We are at 49. We're very close. Thank you, Mr. Rose. I appreciate that. That sounds interesting, BZ. All right, quick little ask to everybody. If you are under 13 years old, can you drop a robot emoji in the comments? Just a robot emoji. If you are under 13. Only if you are under 13. You won't want to do it if you're over, I promise you that. Thank you, Juanita. I appreciate that. I'm making the Pokemon Jinx. Make sure to drop that little robot emoji if you are under 13. And if you want to know why I'm asking kids to do that, exclamation point, why robots? To learn why. Exclamation point, why robots? One word. To learn why. Thank you to my moderators for doing your awesome work. I like to ask that question periodically throughout a stream, just to kind of keep the conversation flowing in a direction that I like. Big brain move. Thank you, Mr. Rose. I appreciate it. It definitely helps to keep the conversation a little bit more pleasant and a little bit less obnoxious. Apologies to the children who got booted, but it's frustrating to be constantly reading really annoying things in the chat, and to know that it's because there are people who aren't even supposed to have YouTube accounts on here making a ruckus, you know? So, thank you to my mods for moderating, and thank you to all of you who are actually allowed to be here for sticking around. I appreciate that. I hope you find it a more comfortable environment for you. Get rid of Alex. I don't like your attitude. You need to come in with a little bit less sass, Alex. Thanks, Frida, for getting rid of Alex. I mean, I don't think adults really like hanging out on live streams where the children are allowed to run amok, just like adults don't like to hang out in a pool where it's full of children running amok, you know? Even ducks. Thank you, Duck. I don't understand the use of that final emoji with the kind of suggesting smile crazy kid, but I'm pretty good. Glad to hear you're pretty good, but I feel like there's an insinuation in your comment. Kids should use the YouTube Kids Only. Yes, Juanita, and they shouldn't have access to my live stream if they're using YouTube Kids Only, because this is not a YouTube Kids Only stream. YouTube's Kids accounts are, you're not allowed to even comment on them. Like, if a video is for children only, you can't even leave a comment. As the good Lord intended. I am drawing the Pokemon Jinx. Thank you, Irule. Taking a little sip of water. Just a moment, everybody. Man, Sage caught me. Darn it. It is pre-recorded. This whole stream is pre-recorded. Everyone make sure to pat Sage on the back for saying that. Okay. Where is the stylus? Oh, here it is. Okay. This is just the Pokemon Jinx. I'm working on my decks, and you all voted for Jinx to be next. So thank you to everybody who participated in that early poll. One of the benefits of joining my stream early is you get a say in what happens for the rest of the stream. So if you'd like to be informed about when future streams happen, !Discord for more information. See, the Good Place, so many people used it that way that I tend to, You thought you hit an algorithm, Sage. No, that's valid. I always err on the side of that's why it's being used, because the majority of times I see that is the reason. So. Do I keep calm kids around? The kids that don't make a ruckus? Well, it's always in their best interest to not respond with the robot emoji, but if they respond with the robot emoji, then there's nothing I can do, because my moderators just, with reckless abandon, will boot people who share it. So if you're good, then you're good to go. If you are able to behave, then you're welcome to stay. Just don't let me know that what your age is. I let people 13 and up stick around. Thank you, Sage. Enjoy the rest of your scrolling. Yeah, YouTube Kids is not for me. Definitely only for kids. It's probably for the best that I don't pass the YouTube Kids vibe check. I feel like that would say a lot about me if I watched a lot of YouTube Kids content without having a child. I'm not sure yet, Mr. Rose. Hey, if you spam too much, you're gonna get muted. You're gonna get put in timeout like a small child because you're being obnoxious. My mods will, with reckless abandon, put people in timeout like a small little child that needs to be put in the corner. If you self-report your age that way, crazy kid, you're gonna get kicked too. YouTube Kids has some very suggested and inappropriate stuff. Oh no! Yeah, see, I've never really spent any time on YouTube Kids. Pleased to say I wouldn't know. I just haven't ever had any interest, you know? And that's for the best. don't like how dark it is there. I'm gonna have to darken up some other areas too to kind of make up for that. So whenever I fill in regions, it kind of kills the line work around it. So after I fill in the regions, I like to redo the line work to clean it up and make it look nice. Oh yeah, well there's content farms across all platforms, you know? I don't even know if there, well, I guess there are some YouTube Kids lives, but they're probably horizontal live streams, not vertical. Because I don't think that vertical live streaming will even accommodate like YouTube Kids only streams. I'm not sure though. I haven't tried it because I've never made my streams just for kids. I don't really have reason to make my streams just for kids. Because I'd rather hang out with adults. There we go. Woohoo! Jinx is coming around really well. My mods get paid in knowing that they can execute reckless abandon in the way that they run my streams for me. So thank you again, mods. They get paid in thanks, and sometimes I send them extra gifts. But no, I will say that I do not currently pay my moderators to moderate. It is a volunteer position. Just like I most of the time don't get paid to stream. There we go. You're not crazy, you just really like grammar? Grammar is great. I agree there. Casey Jones, I didn't mean like that. If I were a movie, I would say keep it PG. But not like G, you know? We get paid in power. Yes, exactly. Duck, you would think that's the case, but you'd be amazed how many stupid people who don't know grammar win arguments. Let's see, I'll hide user. Okay, so I finished a lot of it here, and then I think I'm gonna do a little bit of shading. I think I'm gonna use like, I'm gonna use little, I'm gonna try to break it up with a different texture, just to kind of change things up. Keep it fresh. Just like so. There we go. So now I'm shading her ensemble. You'd be seeing a lot of those emojis, maybe. Yeah, it's not really worth, especially on the internet, it's not worth arguing for most circumstances. There are occasions where it's beneficial, but most of the time, engaging in the argument is already kind of a loss, even if you win the argument, because you're giving the troll what they want, which is like attention and often your platform for a moment. There's some really good videos about it, psychologically speaking. I do it here and there when I know it's like a slam dunk, easy thing for me to talk about and stuff. Like, you know, there are things I'll defend because, you know, I've thought a lot about them and I'm pretty firm in my stance on things. But like, there's a lot that I'm not looking to, I'm here to draw on an Etch A Sketch, dagnabbit. I'm not here to enter internet arguments, but people come in here with fists flying, you know? Why am I so good? Because I spent the majority of my life practicing on this medium. It's the boring and true answer. And it's paid off. I'm really happy with the fact that this has been my career and all that good stuff. I've been having a really fun time doing it. Just this weekend, I was in New York City doing Etch A Sketch art at the Meta headquarters in New York City. And Etch A Sketch takes me on all kinds of strange little journeys, and I'm quite honored to be able to do so. And it's thanks to the support of viewers like you, partially, because thanks to the audiences I've amassed, it's helped to further legitimize my business, and you know, you all encourage me to keep at it. So thank you, everybody. What's up, Jay Friars? There we go. Okay, so we're gonna keep at this. And I'm just cleaning up the line work right now. So you're seeing me kind of go over things that I've gone over before, because once I do shading, it kind of muddies those lines. So I'm cleaning them up to make them look nice and clean, like so. And now I know exactly what I'm gonna do for this drawing. How was my trip? It was great. It was a little stressful getting there because the train was delayed 3 hours, and it just kept getting like incremental minor delays. And that was because there were electrical issues because it's been so hot lately. So that's not been a good thing. So now I'm just adding some little background elements to this drawing. I feel like since Jinx has psychic powers, I would add some of these kind of squiggly psychic shapes to it, as though she's about to cast a spell. Thank you, Katamina, thank you. Oh, I appreciate that, Mr. Rose. You know, Berries, I didn't ask if you were here at the beginning of the stream. Will I have time to do your request today? I might. Are you going to be here for a while, Berries? If you're here still? You may not even be here anymore. Dun, dun, dun. I'm pretty happy with how this drawing's turning out, though. Marsha, great question. So I am looking at a Pokemon card as reference material. I don't know which set this is from, but I am looking at a Pokemon card as my reference for this image, and I'm just freehanding it. I'm gonna sign it right here, and I'm gonna add more of those shapes in a moment. So every time I sign, I always make the Etch A Sketch part too small, and then I have to grow it a bit like that. Okay, there we go. And I am Princess Etch. This is the Etch A Sketch drawing. Make sure to ping the Discord, !Discord, if you would like to be informed about future streams. Kuno, you got 1 minute to follow through with that statement. It is 5:25 p.m. I will erase it if you send $100, but you only have 1 minute, otherwise you're gonna get banned. So it's 5:25, I'll say by 5:27. You got 2 minutes to follow through. I will gladly erase this if you do that, but you didn't have to say that, and I don't like when people do that, when they'll say, oh, I'll donate if you do, you know, this or that. So, you got 2 minutes to follow through or you're gonna get banned. I don't have tolerance for people doing that, and anyone else who copycats him right now is just gonna get immediately banned. So, you've all been warned. It's annoying. It's annoying unless you actually follow through, and 99% of people who do that don't follow through. The people who donate, they just donate. They don't need to make a whole pomp and circumstance and preamble about doing so. This is giving me not. Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu. It's Pikachu. It's Clefairy. It is 5:26. You got 1 minute left. Kuno's gonna get banned in 1 minute. I already said that copycats are gonna get booted immediately. Jaden just got booted. I've got no tolerance for it because it's obnoxious, and then everybody starts doing it, and nobody ever follows through. Except Phoebe! ! Phoebe to celebrate Phoebe, the one person who did it. Kudos to Phoebe. Almost done with this drawing, everybody. And let's do a slow-mo. I'm gonna get one little spot here. I think it's okay. And gonna end my recording here. All right, it's time to boot them. I don't see $100 super chat on my screen. It's 5:27. Allow me to personally do so if it hasn't been done yet. Nope. Let's see. The user has been banned. Thank you to my mods for taking care of that. Thank you, Girl Vlogs. I appreciate that. Let me just do... I think it's okay. I just see a little speck here, and I kind of want to get it. Let me get it. 1 second. Where's the stylus? Un moment, s'il vous plaît. Okay. You know what's funny is the people who say I'll donate if you do this, sometimes I'll get them coming back to my streams. Or not my streams, but like they'll get banned for saying that, and then they'll find me on other socials and be like, I told you I was gonna do this, and no they weren't. They never were. No one in the history of anything except Phoebe has actually followed through. For every Phoebe, there's 900 people who say, if you do this, I'll donate. Okay. There we go. And now I've cleaned it up better. Here, I'm gonna do a quick little extra. 1 second. And... Awesome. You like my videos? Thank you, Richard. Taking a little sip of water, 1 moment. Exclamation point where to buy to find out where to buy Etch A Sketch. Thank you everybody for helping me knock Jinx off the Kanto Pokedex. So everything in orange has been Etch A Sketched and photographed. Everything in yellow has been Etch A Sketched but not photographed. So let's cross Jinx off the list. We've officially done more than half the decks, but we still have quite a ways to go. Thank you everybody for your lovely subscriptions and all that good stuff. And thank you everybody for liking the stream. Super supportive, much appreciated. I don't know what that means, Storm, but if you send me a $5 super chat, I'll do that. Otherwise, I'm not your parrot. All right, so I will make... Thank you, Juanita, for subscribing. And we did get over 100 likes. That's fantastic. All right, so let me grab another Etch A Sketch. I might do something quick. This one was a longer one. Thank you, Tiana. Much appreciated. Let me scooch this away. Let me give you a close-up of it. Ooh, spooky. I'm gonna set it aside for just a moment. Grab another etch. All right. So this is an Etch A Sketch that I used during a stream, and you're gonna notice something funny about it. You're gonna notice that it's got someone's portrait on it. What I want to do is draw on top of that to get that portrait to look less, like, the more I draw on this Etch A Sketch, the less I'll see that. So you're seeing someone's face right now. It's pretty clear, right? That's because this Etch A Sketch had an issue where it, like, etched too hard into the glass. Not my ideal situation, so I want to draw something on top. I'm going to end this poll, and I'm going to take 4 random suggestions from the chat. We got to 141 likes. If we get to 150... that is when I'll end the poll. Well, I'll start the poll when we get to 150. We're at 141. 65 people are in the room. Can we get 9 new people to like the stream? 9 new people. If we get 9 new people, I'll set up another poll. I'm going to end this poll for now. Etched too close to the sun. It truly is. We got 142. I'll set up another poll and you can vote for the next drawing I'm going to do. But we got to get to... we're 4 likes away. Yeah, this Etch A Sketch is... it's such a shame because it works like a dream, but it works like a dream for like 1 drawing. And then after that, it's got this issue where it has ghost lines. I wish I would have known that. And we hit past 150. All right, leave your suggestions in the chat for what I should Etch A Sketch next. I'm setting up the next poll. I'm reading your suggestions. All right, reading the suggestions. Keep those comments rolling in. Keep them coming. All right, I selected 4 random comments from the chat. Get those votes in. While you get those votes in, I'm just going to work on trying to make this Etch A Sketch a little bit better for me to use. So get those votes in, everybody. And if you would like to... No. It'll be whatever's the top voted once we get to, like... We're at 18 votes. Once we get to, like, 100 votes, okay? So in the meantime, I'm just kind of, like, working on making this Etch A Sketch cover up some of that stuff from earlier. The more I do, the more likely it will make this Etch A Sketch usable again. I'm just trying to really obscure. We're at 70 votes, 30 away. Keep those votes rolling in, everybody. To anybody who would like to guarantee their request today, the only way you can do so is by purchasing a live stream commission slot. I'm just trying to make this Etch A Sketch a little bit better for the drawing I'm going to do. So keep those votes rolling in. If you would like to get... You know what? I'll say the first commission request is a $15 super chat. Usually is 20. I'll do 25% off. Alright. Let's see how this obscures when I erase it. That, well, kind of helped. Kind of. Alas. Okay, we are at 84 votes. I think I'm gonna draw Scooby-Doo, or not Scooby-Doo, whatever wins. Chat go crazy? Depends on your definition of crazy. You know, hi, most people think I'm mean on my stream, so it's refreshing to hear someone call me nice. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to pull up a pic of SpongeBob. Looks like SpongeBob is winning. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. I'm gonna do... Alright. I found a picture I'm gonna use. Oh, people think I mean when I establish boundaries. Caleb, if you would like to donate, there's a little $sign at the bottom of the screen. Always appreciated. Helps to support the future of my streams. Okay, we're gonna start right here. And we're gonna end that poll. Looks like SpongeBob won. Half the audience voted for it. One moment, everybody. All right. Here we go. I'm drawing SpongeBob. What is everyone's favorite SpongeBob moment or favorite SpongeBob episode? Hey, Joshua! Thank you so much for that $5 super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you for that. That's very kind of you, Flash. Drop some lightning bolts in the chat for Flash, please. That is celebrating Deborah and Flash for being the top supporters of today's stream. Is this the Krusty Krab? Very good. Alright. Drawing SpongeBob, me boy. Thank you, everybody, by the way, for getting me to 165 likes! It's a little hard to draw in this Etch A Sketch because I'm so distracted by the drawing beneath it. I'm drawing SpongeBob. If you would like to guarantee your request, you could do so for a $20 super chat. Why don't you say Stitch? Exclamation point Stitch if you'd like to see me draw Stitch. There we go. The previous drawing was a portrait that I did at the event, and I'm trying to use this Etch A Sketch more to kind of build up more lines on it to make this a bit of a better Etch A Sketch for me to use going forward. Unfortunately, this one has an issue with erasing. The line quality is a dream come true, but it's because it's etching into the glass a little harder than it should be, which is making essentially permanent markings on it. So I'm trying to just make it so many lines on the screen that I can just kind of use it again going forward with just a bunch of texture underneath. Yeah. What's up, by the way, Elizabeth Witch? Nice to see you here. Never feel like you have to ask a question, just ask it. Exclamation point question. Yeah, so this Etch A Sketch just has some issues with erasing. And I wish I would have known that because I wouldn't have brought it to the event, but sometimes you don't know that stuff until you start using it. I would have used this for like a commission because it would have been the perfect canvas for a one-shot drawing. Oh, it would have been so perfect. I would have dreamed of using this for a commission piece, but unfortunately, I used it for a live event. And it's different Etch A Sketches have different perfect case uses. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Duck. How many Etch A Sketches do I think I own? Around 500. I'd say 500 is a fair amount. There we go. And I'm drawing the normal SpongeBob. SpongeBob. I try to do different versions of SpongeBob every time I draw SpongeBob. There we go. He's astute with his little tie. I guess I could have made this actually straight on because I'm not recording this drawing. That's okay. Shade in the pants. Yeah. Oh, I'd appreciate that, Elizabeth. Yeah, you could come by and help. Looks too normal. It's normal SpongeBob. I'm doing those little, like, his pants have little details that are like little lines. So I'm adding those. Alright, and yeah, I have a lot of Etch A Sketches. I have reasons for having so many, though. I wonder how much money I've spent on Etch A Sketches in my life. I guarantee it's more than everybody else watching this stream combined. There we go. We've got one leg. And 2 legs. Exclamation point, where to buy if you want to learn where to buy Etch A Sketch. There we go. I figured it'd be fun if this version of the SpongeBob haunted this Etch A Sketch going forward. And there is normal SpongeBob. Alright, so we're gonna do another vote in a moment. By the way, thank you for 199 likes so far. Thank you, LK. Much appreciated. So we are going to vote between SpongeBob and Professor Utonium for which drawing to erase. Bum bum bum! Let's get a little more light on this stream. So here's how it works. A $5 super chat can choose which one to erase. Or it'll be the vote of the poll, unless we get a $5 super chat and they single-handedly get to pick between SpongeBob and Professor Utonium, or a $10 super chat can select to either erase both or save both from being erased this stream. So, no contest. We'll see. There's no holes on Perfect SpongeBob. I'll show you. See? That's Perfect SpongeBob. All right, keep those votes rolling in. While I finish off some water. Keep those votes rolling in. We got 86 people in the chat. Vote top to erase SpongeBob, bottom to erase Professor Utonium, or the first $5 super chat I get can choose which one single-handedly. Gotta have those water breaks, it's important. If you would like to delete both of them, Five Nights at Freddy, you can send a $10 super chat if you want to watch the world burn. We got 78 votes. Once we get to 100, I will make that final call. You like the normal SpongeBob? I'm pretty happy with it. Thank you, That's It Games. I erased them so I can use the canvases again, LK. 100 people have voted, and I will be ending the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cast those final votes. And 121 people weighed in, and I'm erasing the top drawing. A lot of people voted to say goodbye to SpongeBob, so we're erasing SpongeBob in 3, 2, 1. A well-rounded SpongeBob. Remember, this Etch A Sketch has problems erasing, so you're gonna see its ghost in a moment. What did I tell you? You can see the ghost of the SpongeBob. Ooh. But I'm getting more layers, which is good. That's the goal, is to get more layers on this Etch A Sketch screen. Oh, I have more than two Etch A Sketches, but there's a series of them that I like to use specifically for my streams. Gonna take a little sip of water again, and I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream soonish. We'll see. I don't think Barry's is here right now. Are there any mods that I have an outstanding commission for? Let me know. That is a very specific question that I cannot answer. Let's see. SpongeBob is with us in our hearts and in our souls. I might grab another Etch A Sketch, we'll see. Yeah, I got rid of him, Elizabeth the Witch. Alright. Julian was probably being problematic, Archie. Alright. Sad to see SpongeBob get erased. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I'm really in the mood to draw? What's something? Give me ideas for something topical. I'm in the mood to etch something topical. Topical. Give me something topical. I just timed out Archie. Homelander's a good one, Flash! Oh, I love that both you and Michael were thinking of the same thing. That's so funny. I would love to draw Homelander. I've been watching season 4. I'm so glad you suggested that. Alright, I think I'm doing Homelander. I mean, Butcher is a good one too, though, but... Love it! Something topical, sunscreen, very... Ba-dum-bum. I'm really in the mood to draw Homelander now that you suggested it, so I think I'm gonna draw Homelander. A-Train would be good too, Iron Maniac. I've been watching- how many of you have been watching season 4 of The Boys? Nothing can stop the A-Train! You're starting season 4 tonight? Okay, I won't say anything, Flash. You won't hear a peep from me, but you might want to glaze your eyes, because I can't trust the chat. Alright, here we go. Homelander. Such a great suggestion. Okay, I'm gonna need a moment to look at photos. Okay, so I'm looking at... I like an idea of one where he's, like, smiling, you know? That's a funny picture of him. I want to pick one that's, like, kind of an iconic Homelander pick. This one's pretty good. Oh, that's understandable, Flash. Yeah, you don't want to watch that with your son. I'm looking for... I think I might pick this one. It's a good one, too, though. I like seeing him smile, because his smiles are always so unsettling. Oh, man. I'm excited to draw Homelander. It's been a while since I've drawn a portrait of a man as, like, a time-lapse, too. I really need more time-lapses of men. I mean, I don't do a lot of people time lapses in general, so. The one where he's drinking milk. Oh, I gotta see if I can find. Let's see. I don't know if I want to draw him holding milk. That will make his face small. And I want to make sure his face is like the focus of it. Okay, 1 second. I'm looking for pictures. I feel like I liked one that I saw earlier. Let me see if I want one where he's... I'll just look up Homelander smiling. That's a fun one. He's like so manic. Yes! Yes! That's Homelander smile. I'll just look up Homelander smile. Yeah. This one's good. Because, you know, he's about to, like... he's about to murder someone with that face. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, 1 second. I'm looking at... I want to find one where you can see his uniform really clearly. Like, this one's nice because you can see his uniform. I like this one. I think I'm going with this one. He's got that smirk on his face, you know? That smirk is so, like... Okay, I think I'm doing this one. Apologies if you had a different one in mind. If you know what, I'll make a video out of this, and if it does well, then you'll probably see me drawing more of the boys. And if you have images from the boys that you want to suggest for the future, join my Discord and share them in live stream requests, because I would love to consider them. Yeah, it's too much time for me to spend trying to find, like, individual images, so usually I just try to find something quick during a stream. This was a drawing I did during my, his name is Nicholas. He was one of the guests at the event, so goodbye, Nicholas. I want to use this Etch A Sketch because I know it'll be good for a portrait. See, look how clean that erased, too. Look at that. Nary a fleck. You don't have all this issue here where it's, like, sticking around. Okay, I need to do a moment to set up my stream. I just need to scooch a couple things around. I can't, the light is too hot, so I need to... Just a moment, everybody. If I scooch this more here... I've hurt my left shoulder a little bit on this stream because I had everything in a weird position. Alright, so just... Iron Maniac, I don't want to talk too much about Season 4 since not everybody's seen Season 4, but if you'd like to join my spoiler chat on Discord, I have a lot of opinions about Season 4 that I am happy to share there, because I have a lot of thoughts. A lot of thoughts. Okay, just setting up the lighting for this video that I'm going to be filming. Oh, I'm so excited. Just a moment, everybody. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you, Deborah. Yeah, you gotta join, please. I would love to chat in the spoiler chat about that. Okay, so then if I scooch it... Let's see, where does it need to be scooched? I need to scooch it... There we go. I'm figuring it out, everybody. I don't want the cord to be in the video. Oh, I can move my no, I can't. I'm ever so moderately changing. Oh, shoot. Thank you, everybody, for bearing with me. I have accidentally erased an Etch A Sketch before. Why would I try to spell something you already actively spelled in the chat? Your question confounds me. So, if you're curious about what I'm doing, I've got a second camera right here that I'm working on calibrating. So, I know it seems really awkward for all of you watching right now, but I really want to, like, get the camera to... I don't want this to be in the video, so let me... You see the cord so clearly. Okay. This is better. This is better. I say that occasionally, Lightning Ninja, for a number of reasons, especially because Flash is among us. And Flash is often responsible for the spamming of that emoji. Okay. How many have I accidentally erased? A few. It's not super often. At least a dozen, though. I mean, I've been Etch A Sketching for a very long time. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about this setup. Let me just... I'm almost there. Oh, I should have it more rotated this way. Yeah. You all are sweethearts for bearing with me, right? Meow. So close. Yes! Alright, I got the perfect shot, the perfect angle. The light's a little hot on this side, but I think that's okay. It's looking beautiful. Down to the last minute detail. You don't talk about the boys, but your stream is based around the boys. Which boys, Frosty? Oh, I don't think anybody should have Homelander powers. I feel like that's half of the point of the boys, right? I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked to do this drawing. I have my setup ready. Just double checking that I don't knock into anything. I'm figuring out where I'm going to begin for this drawing. I'm really excited to do this one. I can't believe I've never drawn Homelander before. This is like... I can't believe I've never drawn Homelander. I hope I do him justice. Okay, I think I figured out where I'm going to start in this drawing. The world would be better if you had Homelander's powers. I don't think the world would be better if anyone had Homelander's powers. Homelander's been, like, genetically engineered to use them for good, and, well, you see what Homelander's done with his suit powers. Okay. Doing some stretching, and then I shall begin. Super stoked. Super, super stoked. Thank you, Vin. All right, here we go. Starting recording in just a few seconds. Let me just make sure we're good. Yes, we are good. Yee! Homelander. Here we go. I'm starting with an eyebrow. I can already tell I'm gonna be a bit off center. That's okay. I feel like if I ever had the opportunity to meet Anthony Starr, I would be so intimidated, just so aggressively intimidated. That's the actor who plays Homelander. That I would probably fear him in real life. Even though I've seen videos of him, he's got like a completely different accent. You could hardly recognize him from Homelander. I feel like I would be so intimidated, I'd be terrified to meet him. Homelander is literally you? He's the only reason people are continuing to watch. I mean, I think the show has an interesting enough premise. It's not just Homelander that's got me continuing to watch. The Boys is one of my favorite shows I've ever seen. I have high hopes that season 4 will deliver. I'm holding my breath, everybody. So I've drawn one eyeball. I know it's super tiny. Hard for you to all tell what's going on. Banshee was one of your favorite shows? I think that my friend Jesse was a stunt double on Banshee for an episode. Neat little fact about Jesse. He's done a lot of stunt double work. He's been in Hollywood, baby. Okay, so now... So I'm drawing this line here. This is going to be a tricky drawing. Our request closed. Toby, I will say yes for this stream because I've been streaming for a while now, so I'm probably going to wrap things up in a minute. After I finish this drawing, that is. New Jesse lore, yeah! What is a Homelander? I'm confused. Watch The Boys. It's a character in The Boys. Would you say he's the main character? I mean, I feel like Huey was kind of introduced as the main character in The Boys. Is there a main character in The Boys? I always felt like it was Huey in the earlier seasons, but... Why did you stop watching it after that, Iron Maniac? I'm not sure what you're getting at there. Are you saying it was too woke for the smartest person to be a woman? Because I feel like you're not giving enough context for me to think otherwise. I'm drawing Homelander from The Boys. You just don't like her. Okay, that's fair. You're allowed to not like her. She's my favorite character introduced in season 4. She's like the only one that I kind of like so far. I'm enjoying her. I think she's interesting. Well, thanks for the compliment, Vin. I hope I do Homelander justice here. I'm crossing my fingers, everybody. Holding my breath. Gotta itch my leg one moment. You don't like Homelander? I think he's the most interesting character in The Boys, bar none. Yeah, it's an opinion. You're allowed to have that opinion. You don't have to like her character. Frosty, my issue with it is not... Okay, Flash, if you don't want to hear this part, I'm going to speak vaguely about it, so people don't know what I'm talking about, if you haven't seen it. Okay, I will say that the LGBT stuff that happened in the newest season of The Boys, I have a problem with it, not because it's LGBT. That's not why. My problem with it is that it was... I almost swore. It's crappy story writing. It's crappy story writing. It came out of nowhere. It wasn't justified. There was nothing that led up to it. It was crappy story writing. I wouldn't have a problem with it if the story was good. I wouldn't have a problem with it if it felt justified, if it made sense for the story, but it didn't, and that was my issue with it. It felt like completely like left lane, like it didn't feel justified, right? Exactly, Frosty. Yeah. It's not that I have a problem with LGBT. Not at all. Not at all. My problem with it is that it's crap story. That's it. Like, that's it. I don't care if any of the characters have any relationship that doesn't make sense to the story is problematic for me. Simple as that. Simple as that. It felt forced as heck, Frosty. Totally agree. It came out of nowhere. It was like totally left field. So yeah, I have a problem with it, and some people out there might consider me #woke, but I still had a problem with that in the story, because it sucked. I'm glad you like my voice, Vin. Alright, so I'm drawing Homelander. Okay. So and I think a lot of people who have similar issues with things like, you know, with Star Wars and stuff, that's their #1 issue. It's that the story doesn't justify it. If I'm kind of loud for you, Vin, you can turn down the volume of your phone. Kind of a novel concept. I don't want to suddenly make myself quieter to better accommodate something that people have control over. If you want to know what Homelander is, I encourage you to Google Homelander. He's a popular character in a popular TV show. For a level-headed human being. Thank you, Frosty. Yeah, I have a lot of issues with them, and it doesn't matter if it's, you know, it would be the same. I would feel exactly the same if it was like a character that was canonically gay entering into a heteronormative relationship out of nowhere. I would feel the exact same way. If it's not justified, if the story didn't like imply it or lead up to it, then I have problems with it. And that's how I feel about the stuff that's happening in the newest season of The Boys. Apologies to Flash, I'm trying to keep it vague. You'll find out quickly what I mean. You're gonna be just as confused as the rest of the world. Two subs gained from being based. I don't even think it's based. I just think it's like recognizing good writing. It would be like if you got into you know, you're on the 4th book in a series you're reading, and in book 4 they decided to make a character arbitrarily change sexual orientation without like any warning or any suggestion that they leaned that direction. It's just like, why did you do this? What is the purpose of this? It's, yeah. I don't think it's based to feel like, or I don't think it's red pill to have a problem with bad writing. Today I'm drawing Homelander, and I hope this drawing comes out well. I'm really trying to do my best to get the proportions right. Taking my time on it. You think I'm underrated, Vin? I appreciate that. I mean, I've got over 100,000 subscribers. I think that's pretty solidly rated. I'm very appreciative of the people who've chosen to subscribe to my YouTube account. It might not be based, but it clearly isn't cringe. I like to ask this question now and then. Would you rather be overrated or underrated? And I feel like for the well-being of my life, it's probably better for me to be overrated, because then that means I'm probably getting paid really good, like more than I should be. So like, just for like paying my bills and stuff, being overrated would be pretty legit. Because being underrated just makes you feel like kind of bitter about it, you know? But being underrated also means that like those who know and appreciate good things know a good thing when they see it. Yeah, I think I'd rather be overrated too, Iron Maniac. Yeah, there are definitely pros and cons to both. Being overrated can definitely make you feel a little bit like a fraud, you know? Like you didn't deserve that position, and those who like have discerning taste probably wouldn't choose you. But then being underrated means that you're being underappreciated, so you might be feeling neglected, you might be feeling bitter, you might be feeling resentful, you might be feeling frustrated because you know what you got is good. And yeah, maybe those who are in the know that what you got is like really good, but like not enough, right? Because if enough people knew what you had was good, then you wouldn't be underrated. You would be like evenly rated. I guess evenly rated would be nice. What's up, berries? Hazbin Hotel is a very adult show. I don't really play old video games on my channel. Now and then on Twitch. Exclamation point Twitch for my Twitch. It's rare for me to stream there. If you check out my Twitch, you'll see the last time I streamed there. I only watched 2 episodes of Hazbin. And that's why I'm based. Thank you, Iron Maniac. I appreciate that. Well, it's easy to have opinions about things I care about. And I care about The Boys. I care a lot about The Boys. I remember the first time I watched an episode of The Boys, my fiance put on an episode, back when we were just boyfriend and girlfriend. He put on an episode and I was like, I don't want to start a new series. And then I watched like 3 minutes of episode 1 and I was hooked. I'm like, oh my god, what am I watching? This is insane. This is unlike anything I've ever seen before. This is wild, and I was hooked ever since. And I've been keeping up with the series and watching every episode when they come out. Like, episode 1 blew my mind. I read the first half of the comic series, so I'm like 35 issues in. I prefer the show. I prefer the show to the comic. The comic's a little bit too grotesque for me. It almost feels like girls aren't allowed in this clubhouse. It feels like a little bit too intense. I don't know. But the show, oh, I feel like the show actually like made it more palatable for me. The moment you care about the boys, but nobody cares about you. The boys are the friends we made along the way. Okay, so we've drawn like half of Homelander's hair. Makes you hate superheroes. Invincible's so sick. Makes you love superheroes. I haven't seen the newest season of Invincible, but I saw season 1. I love that you said that makes me hate superheroes. That's perfect. Also, I don't know if this is a hot take at all, but Gen V was really good. I came in with low expectations, especially because the trailer kind of made it look like it was going to be this like watered down, to put it frankly, like woke teen version of the show or something. But like, oh my god, it was amazing. It was great. I like really grew to care about the characters. I thought they did a fantastic job. I haven't seen Bridgerton yet, BC. I really want to see it though. Live can be in shorts now, Jay. It's true. Yeah, it's like a newer thing. I feel like it kind of looks like him, but not completely, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to keep working on this drawing in the hopes that I can make it look more like Homelander, but I may not have knocked it out of the park today. This is a hard image that I'm working with, so I think that's... I'm blaming the reference photo. I'm blaming the reference photo. I don't know if I knocked this one out of the park today, everybody. I'm going to keep working on it, though, because we're not done yet, and I think I can make it look more like him the more I work on this, so... I don't know what a glizzy is. I'm too old to know what a glizzy is. What's a glizzy? Is that appropriate to share in the chat? I'm so old that I know what this song is. And that's old in internet years. That's ancient. Hey! We got a hey from Time Wizard. What's up, Time Wizard? Working on... You may not be able to tell, Time Wizard, but this is Homelander. Is that a hot dog? Yeah, it sounds like it's an innuendo. Dinner plans. We should do the carbonara, Time Wizard. Are you still down for carbonara? Because once I finish up Homelander, I'll be down for carbonara. Unless you're like really interested in not doing carbonara. You said no. We got a no from Time Wizard. What do you want, Time Wizard? Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Alright. What's my favorite color? It's red as Princess Etch. It's cerulean blue as Jane. Jane is my pseudonym. A shiny Time Wizard. Checkers and ice cream. Ooh! I think you convinced me. I had a sandwich instead of my lunch today, so I got lunch for tomorrow. You're gonna be SOL, Time Wizard. But yeah, I'm down for that. You know what I like? You know what I like from Checkers, Time Wizard? I feel like this kind of looks like him, but we still have work to do. I'm not 100% sure this is going to turn out as I want it to. I really want it to, though, because now I really want to do some Etch A Sketches from the boys. Like, now I'm, like, pumped up to do that. And it's been a while since I've been, like, inspired enough by something vaguely topical to want to, like, get on that. Must have had a rough day. You got no lunch at work today? No! Oh, well, that means you got your lunch for tomorrow. Alright. Sick. Wait, I don't hate Maurice Moss from the IT crowd. I don't hate Moss. What you talking about? About to start driving. See you soon. See you soon, honey. See you soon, Time Wizard. No longer based. I lost my base. How did I lose it? All my base are belong to me. Stranger Things is a good show. Season 1 is. I'm not as excited about later seasons of Stranger Things, but I still enjoyed them. They had their moments. I mean, Chrissy Wake Up was a pretty good Shmoyoho bop, if I do say so myself. Shout out to Shmoyoho. Double rainbow all the way across the sky, am I right? Yeah, who can hate Moss? Alright. You think Hollywood's pandering to a very small minority? That's an interesting take, Frosty. I have no problems with it. I have no problems with it if it feels justified in the story. That's all. Hey! Archie says Vin can't donate money, but Archie can! What's up, Archie? Thank you for the 2 British pounds. That's like 80 million Canadian dollars. Thank you. I'm in the US. It's required as a Michigander to make fun of Canadian currency. Apologies to all the Canadians in the chat. Alright, I'm still working on this. I'm not giving up on Homelander. Thank you, Archie, for that beautiful, beautiful donation. Gotta bounce, love the video, subscribe, keep being base. Thank you, Iron Maniac. Thanks for popping in. Well, that's what you wanted to do but couldn't do, Vin. But I appreciate the thought. I think it helps when I'm drawing his hair, because he's got this, like, blonde hair situation happening. Alright, I think it's starting to look more like him. That's still only 57 American dollars. Kudos. I remember there was a brief period of time where the Canadian dollar was worth a little more than the US dollar, and it hit, like, parity, and it was so embarrassing. I couldn't even cross the border that whole time. I was too ashamed. All those years I'd been making fun of loonies and toonies. It's your job as a British to make fun of American currency. That's fair. Ooh, a $93 vinyl album. Well, the good news is that if you bought it on eBay, you've got buyer protection. So if there's an issue, you can report that stuff. I've been a 20-year buyer on eBay. My first eBay purchases were going to the neighbor across the street from me who had a PayPal account and giving her cash to buy things for me on eBay because my mom wouldn't let me use the internet to buy stuff. She was afraid that, so I did it behind her back. She was afraid that I was going to, like, I don't know, get scammed or something. And eBay's like a safe platform, you know? But the world was different in the mid-2000s, you know? Thank you, Vin. I appreciate that. We love our Looney and our Toonies. They're very cool. I mean, America can't match the power and the awe and the wonder and the splendor of the Looney and the Toonie. How am I going to make this look more like Homelander? I really got to think about this. I'm going to keep working on his uniform, his costume, his soup digs. To try to make it look more Homelander-esque. What about Luigi? Hey, we do have a Luigi moment. Cross that one off on the bingo card, baby. Is that one on the bingo card? A Luigi moment? I think there is a Luigi moment on the bingo card. Maybe not. Oh, Alora, I feel for you. Yeah, my mom was like super wary about it. The most difficult thing I've drawn on it. Honestly, I'm battling with Homelander right now. He's being a tricky subject matter. Portraits are probably the most difficult. They are just tricky. They are just tricky to do. I mean, it kind of... If I have the reference photo beneath, people might see it better, you know? In the time-lapse. I don't know. I guess I'll need your guys' opinion when I finish this drawing. I wasn't expecting Time Wizard to finish work so early. That's why I started my stream as early as I did. Little did I know, am I right? He looks kind of like a mix between Homelander and Kurt Russell. How did that happen? eBay's amazing. You can see it. There's no Luigi. Well, there's someone who asked for, Oh, it's okay, Berries. We can make it happen on a future stream. You missed the 90s? Wait, I missed the 1990s. I missed the 1870s. I miss the 90s sometimes. But it's for incredibly personal reasons. But I mean, a lot of it's just like being in the initial wave of the Pokemon boom in the US was pretty incredible. Even in Canada. If Elizabeth the Witch is here, she could remember us going to the corner store and buying Q-Boy cards. Truly a fantastic memory of its own accord. Those are like the stuff of legends now. I wish I still had Q-Boy cards. Yeah, 90s prices. I missed the weekend. Maybe Flash. Maybe an American flag wouldn't be a bad idea. It's going to take a long time though, so I'm going to focus on just shading for now. I wonder if it helps if I do. Shading would help probably, but I don't know why I'm seeing Kurt Russell in this drawing. Maybe it's the hair. I drew him too big to draw his like his American Eagle like shoulder plates. Well, in 1997, I wasn't allowed to hang out and play with friends, but I was able to wake up and have Saturday morning cartoons with a bowl of, what was it? It was, oh, what were they called? Where's Elizabeth the Witch when you need her? We would eat them all the time. They were just like puffed rice. There was a specific word for it, though. There we go. I don't have a favorite method of dissolving metal into a solution. Exclamation point fave Pokemon to learn about all my favorite Pokemon. I feel like I don't know. This is. I think I'm gonna post this as a video and ask people what they think I did wrong for this for this illustration. It's got Homelander energy. Kind of. I wanted to do the smirk, and maybe I need a second go at it, you know? And that's what I think I'm going to talk about in the voiceover for this, and be like, maybe I need to do a take two. I'm just adding the costuming details now, because this Etch A Sketch works like a dream. Thanks, Mr. Nice. I appreciate that. It wasn't Rice Krispies. No. It was this off-brand government cereal. It was much sadder than Rice Krispies. I would add like 7 tablespoons of sugar to make it palatable. I know that's giving you all nothing to work with. I do play online games sometimes. No, it's not rice cakes. It's something that it's like a cereal. I think it's just puffed wheat. No, I don't know. Yeah, we're all our own worst critics. Well, I figured that Homelander was going to be a kind of tricky one to capture. Alright, so I'm doing some final cleanup here. It looks more like Homelander. Maybe I am being my own worst critic right now. Maybe it's not as bad if I'm going to show you all the reference photo and leave you all to surmise if you could tell it's Homelander. How about that? Sugar Puffs with as sugar? Yeah. Oh, I'm a big fan, Archie, of ExxonMobil. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got a tier list for my favorite oil companies. BP really took a couple points back in the day, you know what I mean? I do not have a tier list of oil companies. Exxon, if you wanna sponsor, you wanna sponsor my YouTube live stream, let's talk. Okay. Yeah, the width of his head. Okay, well, yeah, I can kind of see what you mean. Maybe have made his chin a little thinner. Yeah, I can see. Okay, let me show you, everybody. Okay, so here's the reference photo. Let's scooch a couple things out of the way first, okay? Okay. I'm gonna turn off this light for a sec. Okay, so this is the reference photo right here. Homelander is a character in The Boys. Okay, this is the reference photo I was working with. Kind of a tricky reference photo, to be honest. At least for Etch A Sketching. And here is... It's kind of... It's got... It's close. I should have drawn the lines beneath his eyes. I only did it for one eye. I should have drawn it for the other one. Let me add that. That'll help a little bit. Where's the stylus? You've been tasked with sponsorship of this channel? I mean, we can talk, Archie. I ain't cheap, but I can be bought. Okay, we're coming up here. And I'm kind of cleaning up a little bit here. I want to get to this eye. I know it's a little bit off center and stuff. And then I'm gonna draw, I think that in itself already helped. I wish I would have added that before moving all my equipment, but that's okay. This side is too much. I do think if I made it a little thinner, it would help. I don't know, I'll have to do another take of this. Thank you, Yoinkus. Well, that's good, berries. There we go. So here's the... I think the reference photo itself was tricky. I don't know. Tricky, tricky. He might continue to vex me for a while. Ha! Michael. Yeah, I do think that that extra line did help a little bit. Oh, that's tricky, everybody. Pausing the music for a sec. Alright, I'm gonna head out because apparently I've got food coming my way soon, so let me just flip the camera around. And, thank you. I'm YouTube. And, yeah, I'm kind of in hybrid pajamas today, but... Hello, everybody. It is I, the person that's been drawing with all of you today. My name is Jane. I go by Princess Etch. I'm always trying to haphazardly fix my bangs when it's super hot because they get all wily and crazy. So, right, Frosty? It does have Kurt Russell vibes. I knew it. So, all right, everybody. I'm going to go and eat some food. So, thank you, everybody, for joining in. And, nice to see you even thought it was for a few minutes. Yay. Okay, that's good. Or even though it was for a few minutes. Yes. I'll be back tomorrow, so make sure to check my stream schedule, everybody. And if you have any final thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, hostilities, frustrations, you can share them in my Discord, !Discord, to join that and all that good stuff. But take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day and night wherever you happen to be in the world. And as always, each and every one of you could be anywhere on the internet. It is the World Wide Web after all, and you've chosen to spend this time with me, which I never want to take for granted. So thank you all so much. I'm desperately trying to get the light to be brighter. It's amazing how much YouTube just sucks the light out of a stream. Like, I am trying desperately to get it brighter. I've got a light right on my face. It's just, like, comically close. And I can't get it any brighter because YouTube sucks the light out of streams. Why, YouTube? I'm going to turn on the beam filter. That'll brighten it up. That helps. All right. Sorry. It just bothers me so much that YouTube's default filters just suck the light out of streams. All right. So, okay, everybody. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day and wherever you happen to be in the world. And as always, each and every one of you could be anywhere on the internet. It is the World Wide Web after all, and you've chosen to spend this time with me, which I never want to take for granted. So thank you so much for that. And I hope to catch you all on the next stream. Join the Discord, which was linked below in the chat for finding out when I'm streaming next. All right, everybody. Bye.